Can you tell me about a moment in your life when you were most afraid?
Oof. Which one? Most afraid. There was a time, this is a personal story, but yeah, I'm happy to share it. But yeah, it was the time I was the most afraid. It was tuliingiliwa na majambazi nyumbani.
Oh.
Well, it happened twice, so there's
Same
multiple.
house?
Different houses, but what felt like similar.
Same jambaz?
I hope not.
Okay.
Man, that would be tough. No, yeah, several times. And this is why I'm saying I drew my strength from her. And it was the toughest because this is us not having a dad. And it's me and I think I was like 13 or something the first time. And the second time was like 20-something. And this is our pillar of the house, right? Mama. Yeah. We call her king because she's the mama and the baba and the auntie and the shangazi. We go to her for everything. So when that happened, and you see how life is fragile, how one day you could be here and one day you could be gone, and what you take for granted, and then you see how people can draw strength out of literally nowhere. So that was pretty much the scariest moment of my life, but also the most empowering, because you just see this woman who's it's graphic. But yeah, it was bloody, it was messy.
Walikuja na mapanga.
Walikata mapanga on her hand.
Walikuwa wanatafuta nini? Hela.
I mean, the same things. People go in houses looking for money, looking for wealth. Not that we had any. Like I said, Ikoni mama, single mother of 3 kids. So she's already struggling with just raising us. And so yeah, it was tough. Very, 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 very scary. But I think one of the major pillars that built me, just also seeing her go through that, be as fragile as possible and vulnerable, but also alivyotoka walivyokimbia, long story short, she came up and she started looking at us and I'm like, are you guys okay? And I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Are you okay? So it built me in, yeah, it was tough, but... The circumstances in both events are very, very long story. But yeah, we had Mlinzi, who unfortunately naye alifariki kwenye hiyo accident the second time. But yeah, he unfortunately passed. But he really was, aliwatishia, walivyokuwa nje ya geti, walikuwa na shoot guns all over the place. But yeah, in the between, they snatched the purse, not knowing pocheke ilishaibiwa the week before. So it had nothing in it. So they didn't really get much out of it. But yeah, she was exemplary, strong, like medal worthy in my books. So yeah.
What's the best advice she's ever given you?
Oh man.
In your opinion?
So she's a very tough love woman.
Okay.
So her best advice are very like, buckle up. Life is not free. And
life is not free.
You have to earn it. You have to draw in it. You give what you get.
Okay.
But also, if you want something,
reap what you sow.
In a not more detrimental way like that. But very much of, it's not free. So what you want, you have to really fight for it and go for it. And so my dad passed when I was 9 years old, and then she was left with this company that was practically almost dying. And she was like, I got to feed my kids. So they
were doing business together.
She was actually, I believe, she was working on a job and he's the one who ran the business.
Okay.
So she had to really relearn the business now and grow this company from scratch. And like I said, it's 30 years in the business. So I'm like, talking about from nothing, started from the bottom. Now she's my example of that. And yeah.
Do you think she was tougher on you than your brothers?
I'd like to think so, and I would expect so.
Okay.
Because I also saw the most of what was happening. So it was very easy for me to crumble being the girl and just like buckle up and just be fragile. But she was like, this world is not for the fragile. You have to grow up and not grow up in the tough sense, but maisha yanaendelea. inabidi unyanyuke, inabidi utengema, you have dreams. They cannot end here because this happened. And I watched through her, that she didn't stop. That happened. She could have easily just been like, Basi, I'm done here.
Yeah.
Like, this just...
But moms are like that, Annie.
I know, right?
Annie.
I hope to be that someday.
Yeah,
That's really good.
When you look back, you're like, how did she do this?
Only
all of
God.
This. But now you only have, you're dealing with 2 of 20 that she was dealing with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's listening. You're a trooper, mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.